So I suggest that one of the key problems that we have and that we see is that patient solutions in industry are too often a set of point-in-time activities. They're transactional activities that fit a particular thing that we want to do. So in clinical development, we need a patient to recruit to a trial, and they're a study asset. And often the point at which the study finishes is a point at which we're not interested for a little while because we need to do something else. When it then comes to launch planning, everyone sits down and starts to solutionize. What can we do? What's an interesting thing we can build? What's some new stuff we can do? How do we make this fit every market? How do we reinvent this? So instead of thinking about a patient focus, we start to think solution focus. And then that tends to get into, and particularly this is a problem in the US, is an overfocus then on patient acquisition and the process to get patients on, to dealing with reimbursement, getting co-pay cards sorted, all the things that go with that, and we focus on the process and forget that there's a strong patient angle that's still there at that point. So thinking about the patient and the context, not just thinking about the process. So I think we need to refocus these objectives and think about a continuum of activities, not a set of point-in-time activities. So through clinical development, be learning about patient needs alongside what we're doing with our clinical trial processes. Then look to transition that learning into informed launch planning, doing work with data insights that enable you to plan activities that are going to work based on not only the evidence you have from your trial, but also wider evidence that's out there in the marketplace as well, and from working with patients to understand what's going to work for them. And that will help you understand the next point of this, which is it's not just about the system and the process to get a patient on a medication. If you just think about that, what you're also forgetting is, particularly if you think about some of the specialist medicines, areas where there's complexity in pathways of care, in models of care, that if you don't help address in what we call last mile market access, the final things you do to finally get a clinician to be able to prescribe, if you don't address that, then you've still wasted all your effort. So doing things that enable you to work with all of the barriers to uptake right down to the individual physician is something that we need to pay attention to. And then recognizing that patients' needs will change. So don't just start with your initiation and then that be the end of it. Is recognize that ongoing involvement is the thing that's going to be most meaningful for an individual whose needs change over time.